Good evening, watchers, and welcome to another movie review today. And the film review today is a film called The Initiation. So I just watched this, right? Really good film. This one stars Vera Miles, and who was on Psycho and films like and Girl. And it's about this girl who has all these dreams about, she keeps having the same dream over and over again, and she has to figure out what they're all about. There's a bit of a twist in that. Because the first part of the film is like a dream sequence where she sees two people having sex, her mum and her dad. And then some guy comes in the room and and then he's been set on fire or stuff like that. Then she wakes up, she has the same dream all the time. Of course, there's a bit of a twist who the guy is in it. I wrote spoilers. There's no spoilers. There's going to be no spoilers in this review. Not today. Yeah, she keeps having this same dream, so she meets this guy called this assistant teacher, and he tries to figure out, and he tries to figure out why he puts her on these machines where she starts having the same dream, and he tries to figure out why, and then it's kind of a bit of an investigation as she is and stuff like that, and a few twists along. There's a hell of a twist out there. I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that twist at the end. So yeah, good film. So yeah, the stuff. It's like then she wakes up, right, and these girls are standing around her bed. It's like a pledge thing that they do. She like joins this group, these girls are on the bed right now, and she pledges to go, and there's a part where they keep saying the same thing over and over again. Next minute, they tell her to break into her father's sort of still like a uniform or something. This guard's uniform, so it's to break into this mall. Of course, that happens like last part of the movie, so because in certain parts you see some characters being murdered by this crazy person. Because there's one part where you're in this like a madhouse asylum place. I know it's like a mad crazy hospital, right? These people crazy. But then someone lets them out, right? There's someone who works there or whatever. Who cover and lets them out, and then this nurse who works there, or whoever she is, person who works there gets killed by because it's like they're all outside right, these mental cases because those let them out right next minute. Someone kills them in the car, and you think who else? Because you see a few deaths in this. There's quite a few nasty moments in this film. But, I don't know what year it is to be honest. Can't be 2002. It looks older than that. So yeah, there's another scene where her dad in it, who's lives in this big house, right? It's a nice house actually, like real big, quite a big house, He gets killed. Outside, where it's like some certain characters get killed in the film, right? It's like the woman at the nurse, she gets killed. He gets killed. Some of the characters get killed in it. It's like. It's not going to be a long review, this is, so yeah, it's a good film. It's really, I like the fact there's a bit of a twist out there, and I love the storyline. It's got a good story to it. It's got a good story. Because you think the character's name's Kelly Ryan. Like I said, she keeps having these dreams. And you think, did she murder these people? Because there's one part where one of them says, he says something, and I thought, maybe it is her. Maybe she's got like split personality. So yeah. There's kind of a twist. I was like, oh my god. I was like, whoa la la, bloody hell. Wasn't expecting that full twist, so yeah. But yeah, really well done film. Horror film. I don't know what year it was, the Initiation. I'm guessing definitely the 80s. Yeah, she has like a mum and dad who, the dad gets killed, but she doesn't find out until, there's like I said, there's a bit of a twist at the end, who's who in it, so yeah. So anyway, so they go to the mall, right? So they have to get this guard's uniform. So she goes, so they take the girls there, these girls, and they send them to get the uniform. And then next minute, there's like, oh hang on, let's just mention this part. There's a funny part. There's having this party around. This guy's dressed up as this dick. It's got like a long, it's like a cock, and it's like balls, and it's funny. And I thought to myself, what in the hell was he dressed as? How can he dress like that? Jesus Christ, he looked a right dick too. Literally, he looked like bloody hell. We need a big rubber for him. But yeah, anyway, that's the funny part. That's the funny part. It's pretty funny albums. Anyway, they go to the mall, right, and they go into the mall to get the uniform. And then they go. It's like a prank that they're doing on real life. It's like a prank. It's more of a prank than anything because the woman, who's the main kind of like, she's the one who set up the prank and stuff like that to do. You know, she's the leader of the initiation, we call it. Anyway, so anyway, they go to the mall, right? It's a big mall. It's like massive. It's like huge. It's like all the way, all the. Anyway, they get there, right? Before they get there, the guard's there, and he's like hearing noise outside the door. It's like a door, you know, it's locked, and he goes out. I think it's locked, and then he comes back in. You know what's gonna happen. You know, he gets, gets stabbed. But he gets stabbed by this murderer, this killer uses his fork to kill him, and it's quite nasty actually, his fork. Anyway, I'll give it a 1 out of 10, between 1 and 10. Anyway, the girls go into the mall, right? I love mall films, I love malls. Malls are, so I think it was a Dawn of the Dead thing, because I love that film, Dawn of the Dead, the original one. Anyway, just imagine exploring, it's all creepy, dark and stuff, and where we're going, and that's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, they go to the mall, and next minute she goes in with her, these two guys who, are part of the prank or something. And next minute you see some of the characters get killed in it. Right, left and centre. And it only leaves the, Kelly girl in it and the other girl. There's like this other girl, and there's one part where they gotta get away from because the killer starts using like a bow and arrow, right, and it kills some of the characters with the bow, like Robin Hood. I think, and there's like a twist. I was like, oh my god, it's just wow. I was not expecting that. It's the kind of I was expected to be that kind of anything. Oh my god, okay, that was a bit of a twist. Anyway, so one of the characters gets killed when he's having sex with this girl on the bed, right? They try to have sex again, right? And next minute he gets killed from the back, and she runs from the killer, and she runs with Keller into this elevator. It's like this big elevator, and she thinks that it's safe in there, but then somehow the killer managed to get on top of the elevator and tries to kill him on there. Of course, the guy who she meets, he starts to figure out who it is, so they have to get to the, kind of. He knows who the killer is, but there's a bit of a twist on that too. So when between the part where the killings of the killer's going after the characters in it, you see another part of the film where the guy in it, the assistant teacher who's kind of friends, kind of having a relationship with Kelly and stuff like that. Don't blame the guy. So he gets the keys off her mother to go to the what was the Fairchild, is it? I think that's the name of the mall, Fairchild Mall. So he goes to the mall, with the keys, because he needs to get into the mall and stuff like that. It's a great slasher film. It's it's definitely a slasher. That's right. Actually, Mark Monroe's play star Daphne Zuniga, sounds weird. And Daphne Zuniga. No, I'm not saying that, but it sounds racist. Zuniga. Oh no, I'm not saying that. But yeah, really good film. I enjoyed it. Great twist in the. Like I said, there's a bit of a great twist in the slasher movie. Sometimes a slasher movie where the killer's the killer is kind of. Yeah. This film kind of like does it double twist. So yeah. So yeah. What else? Anyway, the killer somehow gets into the elevator, kills the girl, which is kind of strange because I thought, how the hell you managed to pull it? Anyway, she has to escape from the killer, right? From the killer, and then she goes up the stairs. She goes up these ladders. I think, and then next bit is like this hatch. It's like a thing to open up, but I think, why should she just stand on top of that? It's daft. She just stood on top of that. She should have been fine, but anyway. Anyway, she knocks the person onto these boxes, right? And the guy she meets sees that, right? And then there's a bit of a twist because he gets kind of stabbed in it. So yeah, that's only what I'm going to say about that. So I can't say too much because I'm ruining the storyline. But let's just say it's double trouble. It's double trouble. That's a bit of a clue. So yeah, good film, great slasher films. I love the dream sequence in there. It's the fact that, you know, it's memories. You know, the dream parts are actually memories more than anything. They're not like actually dreams, they're memories of our past, which was young. So yeah, love the death scenes. I love the scenes. There's one part where this guy's in the bathroom, right, and then the girl comes in and sees him dead in the toilet. It's quite nasty. He's got his throat slashed like that. There's a few great death scenes in this film. What were death scenes? Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few death scenes in this film. Girl and the woman in the car. You know when you're in the car, right? You should always check if someone's behind you in the car, because someone's gonna. You know, if someone's hiding in the back of the car, you're dead. So yeah, I've seen it so many times in these horror films that all these slasher films, there's always hiding someone out the back of the car. So yeah. So yeah, I think the rating I'm gonna give this film, like I said, really good horror film. Especially set in the mall, awesome. And it's kind of who's the killer and stuff like that. I'm giving it 8 out of 10 because I think it is. I still think it's an excellent rating. 8 out of 10. It's a really good horror film. If you've never seen it, check it out. 8 out of 10 for the initial. I was going to give it a 9. I don't know why I think it's a 9. I think it is still an excellent rating for a film. That's good. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for The Initiation. It's not full on perfect, but it's good. It's very good. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Initiation. So yeah, if you don't agree, fine. So you know, put comments below. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And if you haven't seen it, right, what rating would you give it? So you know, so The Initiation, good, a really good horror film, good slasher film, and a really good story to it. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Thumbs up for that. So anyway, before I go off, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Hope you have a nice evening, guys, and be well. Hope you have a nice, like I said, have a nice evening, and better go. I've got something else to watch now. Batman, and have a nice evening, like I said, and like I said, this is just a quick freaking review, kind of. So anyway, have a nice evening. Take care, and don't get, you know, stuck in one of those pledges. So, bye. Take care.